Coach Tyrone here. Stop right there. Like and subscribe to this video. Listen to me good. Within the next 8 minutes of this video, it's going to change your life. We're talking about soul ties with a narcissistic person, which is the worst soul tie you can have with anyone. If you don't know what a soul tie is, you never heard of one, or you don't think they're real, they're very real. The Bible says in 1 Samuel 18, 1 through 2, as soon as he finished speaking to Saul, the soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David. Jonathan loved David more than he loved his own soul. And from that day forward, Saul did not let David return to his home. When you are soul tied to a person, they like to hold on to you. They become possessive of you. They think that you're their property. They treat you like a pet. They treat you like a slave. It is disrespectful. Number one, you're holding on to hope that things will just work out, but you're ignoring all the facts that it is not working. That right there, many people struggle with. You hoping it's going to work. You trying to fix her. You hoping he going to change. That hope, the Bible says when your hope being deferred, it maketh your heart sick. Many a times, most people think it's hope when it's actually fear. False evidence that appears to be real. That is a spirit that God didn't give you. You are in fear that this man go change when he get with another woman. He's not. You in fear that this woman go get with a man who's better than you. He's not. Anytime we operate in fear, fear keeps you in bondage. Men don't change for women, and men can't change women. We don't have the ability or the authority or the power to change another person's free will. And anytime we try to operate in that, we are operating in witchcraft. God didn't give us the ability to change people. People are only changed by God, and they will be changed for God. Number two, you still checking on this person through friends or family. You're stalking and monitoring them, driving by their house, driving by their job, their neighborhood, or even popping up. You became a stalker. Soul ties turn you into a stalker. I said it earlier, they take you out of character. You never were a stalker. You never popped up to his house, never popped up to her job. But now you're wondering, who you with? What you're doing? Who's around my kids? Oh, that's a major one. You really don't want that person. You just don't want them with nobody else. Or you thought you moved on and you have not. Because when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, they don't let you go. That spirit becomes very possessive over you. They will push you out as far as they can push you. And then when you get with somebody new, they want to pull you back. They send you a text message just to get your hopes up, just to let you back down. And now you're wondering, why did you message me? Now you want to find out what's going on with him or her. Y'all playing tennis going back and forward. That's a major no-go. You are playing games with yourself. God is not the author of confusion, but the God of peace, as in all churches of the saints. You can't play games like that. Number three, you still want to call them or text them looking for an excuse to talk to him or talk to her, but you really want to know if they really seeing someone else. Is it serious? I just sent the text message just to say hello. I just wanted to text you with false news. You're looking for a reason that you can open the door for conversation because you don't want to move on. You tried to move on and you worrying about them being with somebody else so you could move on and talk to someone or be with someone, and you're in that trying to figure out what they got going on. You will end this because you feel guilty because you moved on and they have gotten with someone else, and now you're playing the whole competition back and forth game. I'm going to go get with another man. I'm going to go get with another woman just because you with one. I'm going to go have another baby. I'm going to go and get married just to hurt your feelings. Hurt people hurt people. This happens all the time. And when you hurt someone, it's not intentional. Well, sometimes it is. But the majority of the time, it's unintentional. You don't know that you hurt that person. But anytime you're fueled and operating in vengeance, which God does not allow, but when we do it anyway, now you're looking into sin. All right. Number four, you're worried about seeing him or her or encountering them in public. So you don't go out anymore to the same places that you know they would be. Oh, this is when you became a runner. I'm not going to the mall over here no more because you and me used to go over there. I'm not going to the store. I'm not going to the restaurants. I'm just going to stay in the house. Now you became a hermit. You don't want to go out no more because you're afraid of bumping into them, or you're afraid of bumping into them when they're with somebody else. Because you know you and you know how you would act. I told you, soul ties take you out of character, manipulate you, confuse you, and then make you settle. If you bump into him or if you bump into her and they're with somebody else, you're going to be taken out of character. Staying in the house, shutting yourself up opens the door for the devil to send a spirit of depression upon you. And you could be dealing with that right now. Anytime you isolate yourself, you start to think long. And when you think long, you think wrong. You became an overthinker. Now you don't want to go out. You operate in fear. You operate in paranoia. You think that this individual will be on every avenue that you cross. You're afraid of bumping into them because you have things that you want to say or you possibly want to do to them. Let it go. You got to be free because they're manipulating you and they're controlling you. Remember, they're narcissistic. Number 5, fifth and final one, you avoid getting into a new relationship or marriage because of fear of moving on from this person. You're loyal to a fault. You don't want to hurt his or her feelings, even though they left you and they hurt your feelings. You're still trying to protect them from being hurt. You're still trying to please him and trying to please her because your loyalty is rooted in bondage. I can't explain to you how many people I bumped into that struggle with this. You lie to yourself. Denial stands for don't even know I am lying to myself. When you are in denial and you start lying to you, you tell you this here. I'm cool. I'm straight. I'm all right. No, you're not. You know you're hurt. The world have to stop being people pleasers of the world. Anytime you operate in pride and ego, because that's what that is, what you're doing when you're lying to yourself, you know you're hurt, but you don't give yourself an opportunity to heal correctly because you care about what other people think. So now, you know they done moved on and people is going to be talking about you. See, all of this is going on in your mind, but that actually didn't happen. The Bible says, so shall a man thinking in his heart, so is he. Now you thinking and wondering who's talking about me because me and him are not together anymore. Who's talking about me because me and her are not together anymore. Ain't nobody is talking about you. Nobody checking for you. Nobody care about what you went through. That's the attitude that you need to have. And even if they are talking about you, what did they go through? Jesus said, before you tell your neighbor to get that twig out their eye, you need to get that log out of yours. They're going to talk bad about you regardless. We can't be people pleasers and we can't keep seeking validation from other folks. Listen to me. You don't avoid moving forward or being free. My recommendation to you, if you're going through a heartbreak right now, or you're going through something with a narcissistic person, I want you to be free, but really get in a relationship with God first. As cliche as that may sound, there's nothing else that you can do. You tried everything. You tried this type of relationship. You tried this type of marriage and it didn't work. The longer you hold on to who need to leave, the longer you hold up on who need to come. The person that God has for you is not the person that you're with right now. And I want you to receive that, because if you soul tied to a narcissistic person, if you're struggling with anything that I covered this morning, that is not of God. Proverbs 10 verse 22 says, for the blessing of the Lord make a person rich, but he adds no sorrow with it. This is sorrow. So I hope this video helped you out. Like and subscribe to this content. YouTube will continue to put these out, and listen to me good. Go check some of my short videos. They will change your life. I'll see you in the next video. Go in peace. God bless you. Have a good one.